Yeah, now I know why I should have gone with the order of when it was aired instead of when it was made. Hey guys, this is Animat, and welcome back to the Muppet Vlog. Now this time we're going to be looking into the 6th episode of The Muppet Show, which features Jim Nabors. Now for those of you who don't know who Jim Nabors is an extremely well-known character actor, mostly known for just one character back in the 60s, and that is Gomer Pyle. Now, Gomer Pyle made his first appearance in the Andy Griffith Show in its initial run between 1962 and 1964, but apparently the Gomer Pyle character became so beloved and so well known that they decided to give him his own spin-off show with Gomer Pyle USMC. Now, that show apparently became so popular and it lasted for so long, it made a total of 150 episodes, and even Gomer Pyle himself actually made a special guest appearance in The Lucy Show. Although, funny enough, he didn't even play as Gomer Pyle in The Muppet Show, oddly enough. But anyways, the one significant thing that you might actually know about Gomer Pyle is that you might know about the accent. Now, some of you may actually know about this southern withdrawal, slow-minded hick accent. Well, that's actually where it came from. Go away! But so yeah, that's pretty much like the origin of the accent. So now you know where like that Southern hick accent came from. It's because of Gomer Pyle. Now, the reason why I said in the opening why I should have gone with the order of when it was aired instead of when it was made is actually because with this one, even though it is the 6th episode made, it was the 2nd episode that was aired because there actually is an event that occurred that would actually affect the rest of the show, and this is actually Scooter's first appearance. This is when Scootr first came in and wanted to get the job as the Gopher, you know, go for coffee, go for like sets and like go for people and all that kind of stuff. So basically, all this is an introduction to Scootr. Now, the reason why I say it's weird is because if you think back of some of the previous episodes, not all the previous ones, but there are some where Scootr actually made an appearance, like in the 1st episode, the 2nd episode, and I think one of the other episodes as well. But yeah, like he did make a few appearances afterwards. Like sometimes they could be small, but now with this one, it makes sense to why, like, he appeared. But technically, with the Muppet Show in general, like, with the exception of this episode, normally you could put it in any order you want, because they didn't, like, they wouldn't even make, like, beforehand, there's no other introduction to other characters. They didn't introduce, like, oh, this is Fozzie's first day on the job as a comic. This is Miss Piggy's first day on the job as an actress. This is Gonzo's first appearance as an artist and stuff like that. So this is the only one that has a significant importance of like which episode should start off. So it's with this one. But I will say for the episode itself, to be very honest, it's not really all that great. Now, I'm going to start off. There are some sketches that are actually good and I do appreciate. One of the best ones, hands down, the most memorable of them all, is Dr. Teef's performance with the song Money. Money, it actually is a pretty, I would honestly say a pretty underrated song. No, it's not the one you think like, money, 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 money! Money! No, it's not that one. This is like another Money song, and it's more upbeat, it's more fun. It's actually really cool, and I think this is the first time where we see Dr. Teef like very prominently featured. Like, he has done a few appearances before, like with Joel Grey on Willkommen, and also like with the Electric Mayhem, but this is like, I think, the first one where we see him solo. And with Money, it actually is a lot of fun, and you know, this is really a great intro to Dr. Teef, like in terms of like a performance show and stuff like that, not like a story arc introduction like I said with Scootr. I need to mention that, or else like I would sound a bit like a hypocrite with what I said before. Okay, but anyways, the other ones that I do like, There is another one. Like, okay, well, I will mention this later, but like the one that actually has a really good punchline at the end is like Muppet Newsflash, and this is the first one where they actually use the guest star to be featured in this segment, and they mention it's like a flying saucer encounter, and Jim Nabors is this gas corner guy that was a witness to this. I won't spoil the joke, but it really does have a cute punchline. And then there's also the final act, which is pretty much good because, like, with that southern withdrawal that I mentioned last time, this was pretty much prominently used for the song "Thank God I'm a Country Boy," where this is total 100% pure country, with Jim Nabors singing on a farm with chickens, and with like the country band and stuff like that singing about "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." So yeah, this is basically it's one of the best use of like a guest star of his caliber. So it's like, yeah, it perfectly fits. Maybe it's the best rendition of "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." But then again, maybe this is the only rendition of "Thank God I'm a Country Boy" that I know of. I don't know. I'm not into country music. I might have probably broken a lot of hearts by saying that. But anyways, yeah, as for all the other ones, they're honestly not all that great because they're all basically the same. They all end with a corny punchline. Now, I know there are a few segments that, you know, that like they normally do that. Like at the dance is very common to put out like all the corny jokes and stuff like that. But like it almost feels like a lot of them have these corny jokes at the end. Like rather they be like songs like the Doggy Dog song, or like a lot of the Scootr segments when we're introduced with Scootr. Like there's often just there's always a small little punchline at the end, and like using a lot of bad jokes. There's just a lot of these segments that they would end up with just a corny joke, and that's basically what this episode is. It's nothing but a series of corny jokes. But like, okay, maybe there are a few of them, like I mentioned, similar to the flying saucer, where the corny joke ends up being pretty good. Like the Wayne and Wanda bit in this one, it's cute, racist but cute. But like, other than that, there's not much like there really isn't a lot that really stuck out. And then there's also, oh yeah, and then another one was like when Jim Nabors appeared to be a security at a bakery. Like that's nothing but a series of like punchlines, mostly using his accent. It's like, put up your hands, put up your hands. I will admit, okay, that one I'll admit at the opening is funny like the rest, but then at the end it ends off with another corny joke. But yeah, I would say overall, as you could tell, it's not like this episode. I would say it's not really all that great. It's just nothing but a series of corny jokes, and a lot of them I would say they're hit and miss. There are a few good ones, but a lot of them, well, they're just corny jokes. They're not all that great. The only recommendation I would have is mostly for those who really want to see the origins of Scootr. If you really want to know where Scootr came from, then definitely check this episode out, because like it explains everything for you. But overall, this is one of their more weaker episodes. I don't really want to say that it's bad. It's just weak. So you're not really gonna miss much if you're gonna skip the Jim Nabors episode. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this Muppet vlog. Let's see if next episode they can really pick up with some better jokes and stuff like that. Otherwise, it'll feel like the rest of the series will be written by Fozzie. So anyways, until next time, see you later, dudes.